Hey there, it's Heather Hakes. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you an exercise I did recently that I actually recorded for an online training. But I want to share it with you. I thought it was that good, it was helpful for me, so I know it'll be helpful for you. And what this exercise is, it's about taking inventory of who you're currently being versus the ideal self that you want to be. So I'm going to ask you to do this exercise with me. I'm going to walk you through it. And you're going to get way more out of it if you actually do it with me rather than passively listening. Instead, I want you actively paying attention and doing the work. So on a sheet of paper, just take one out, draw a line right down the center. On the left column, write current self, and on the right column, write ideal self. So the point of this exercise is, well, it's about self-awareness, which I talk about a lot, because if you're not aware of your current thoughts and beliefs, habits, behaviors, and actions, if you don't take inventory and realize where you are, how can you ever get to where you want to be? Because I know you have desires. I know that you have things you want to experience, things that you want to have. Maybe it's cars or boats or a bigger house or a relationship, if it's finances, if you want a really big successful business, whatever it is, I know you have desires. It's part of the human experience. But without realizing and taking inventory of how you're currently being, you can't get to where you want to go because there's not alignment. That's what I'm sharing with you. So what I want you to do in this left column, be brutally honest with yourself. That's number one. But write down different thoughts, beliefs, habits, and behaviors of who you currently are being. And it doesn't mean it's all bad, but I want to help you find that gap of where you are to where you want to be. That's what we're doing in this exercise. So pardon the interruption. If this content is resonating with you, I want to offer you some additional resources. Check out my website, heatherhakes.com, and take the free life assessment. This is a great tool to take inventory in life where you're feeling in alignment and abundant, and where you're feeling stuck, stressed out, or as someone recently emailed me, completely ruining my life. I've also created a self-study course all about mindset and manifesting. Again, check out my website, heatherhakes.com, and click on course. Finally, if you are ready to deep dive and really transform your life, I offer one-on-one coaching. I will teach you what has taken me years and tens of thousands of dollars to learn, in which you can start implementing right now. To learn more and schedule your free strategy call, visit heatherhakes.com/coaching. Now, back to regular programming. For example, if your current self is you wake up every morning, you hit the alarm, you hit snooze, and you roll out of bed, and you're rushing to get ready, and you drive in traffic, and you're late for work, and then it's Groundhog Day over and over again. Is that really a way you want to wake up and start your day? And do you think that's who your ideal self would be? I highly doubt it. So be honest with yourself. Do you wake up? Are you excited to get going for the day? Or is it just like another day you have to get through? Also, what are some other habits? Are you a constant procrastinator? Do you spend a lot of time scrolling on social media that you could be using that time to be productive doing something else? Do you set things off for one day or someday? Do you find yourself going down rabbit holes of self-doubt or imposter syndrome, or you are stuck in lack and scarcity? Do you find yourself setting goals that you're going to get up and you're going to go to the gym and then you never do? That's what I want you to take inventory of. So where you currently are, what are your constant thoughts, beliefs, habits, behaviors, whatever it may be. Some other ones can be, and this really is about being honest. Maybe do you feel sad a lot? Are you depressed? Are you lonely? Are you just feeling in a funk? Are you bored? Are you going through life's motions? Where are you currently? All right, now let's get to the fun part. Let's flip the switch. I want you to think about your ideal life. If you could sit here right now and if you had everything you wanted, your living situation, your social circle, your relationships, your finances, your health, time off, experiences, travel, children, whatever it may be, if you had everything you could possibly desire, how does that person think, act, feel, behave, and do? How are they spending their time? And do you see how these are two totally different people? That's the gap we're finding. So if you're sitting there and you're realizing, wow, I live in this house that I want. And so that person is so grateful, and that person gets up every day and doesn't have to hit the snooze button. That person is consistent with routines and rituals. That person is resourceful, excited, they're happy, they love life, they're high energy, they're always seeing a big picture, they're finding the silver lining in everything. They're turning challenges and obstacles into opportunities. And most importantly, I believe it's a feeling of gratitude. And what I like to say is an attitude of gratitude. But I can even feel for myself right now, if I'm being brutally honest with myself and with you, my current self is, I'm not always as consistent as I want to be. And there are days when I have a lot of free time that I could have been more productive. I don't have a problem getting up in the morning. That's just, I'm a morning person. But, am I saying yes when I mean no? Am I taking on too many things and ultimately not getting anything done? Am I resorting to eating out when I really want to be cooking at home? What are those current things? And then if I step into my ideal Heather, this amazing coach in this business and, a top chart podcast, who would that version of me be? That would be a high vibe version. That would be high energy. I'd be loving life and constantly creating content because I love it, not feeling obligated like I have to. And I'm not saying that I feel that way, but I just want to share with you, when you can see the two sides of the scale, now you can realize where the differences are so you can step into this ideal self. And whatever you wrote for yourself in that right column, maybe it is somebody who is grateful and in love with life and kind and compassionate and empathetic and abundant and whatever all of your traits were on the right side. Here's what I want you to know. That's who you truly are at your core. And that's why this exercise was eye-opening for me. When I wrote it all down of who my current self is and my ideal self, what I want to be and step into so I can actually experience all these desires and things that I want in my life, I realized the disconnect, and seeing it on paper because I'm so visual and writing it out was so powerful to realize I'm not that far off. But now I can see the thoughts I've been having, the behaviors I've been doing, and the habits I've created. I've got to let go of that level of consciousness, because that level of consciousness for you and for me right here, right now, is not going to get you to where you want to be, because that ideal self, that true self, that you at your core, this light, loving, unlimited, abundant being, doesn't have negative thoughts, isn't, putting things off to the side, doesn't do things out of obligation. They're two totally different levels of consciousness. And so that's what I want to help you do in this exercise. When you write it all out and you see that gap, you see the disconnect, now you know where it's time to up-level your thoughts, your habits, your beliefs, and your behaviors to who you truly are, so that you can tap into that core energy, that high vibe individual that you are, and then you can begin living this ideal life that you want. As always, I want to hear from you. When you do this exercise, when you are so honest with yourself and you do a reflection and you take inventory and you become aware, what habits and beliefs are you letting go of? And what habits and beliefs are you creating so you can step into this level 2.0, this next true version of you. And I like to think of it as an onion. You're peeling back the BS, your belief systems. You're pulling back these limitations that aren't really you, so you can get to your core energy and exude and vibrate and emanate from that. And what I want to leave you with is this: your perception creates your reality, and it's about living from the inside out. When you change your inside, when you change your mindset, when you change your beliefs and your habits and your actions from the inside, your entire external environment is going to change with you. That's what I'm excited to share with you. I'm excited for you to evolve. I'm excited for you to peel back these layers so you can shine from the inside out. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. I'll catch you on the next one.